Indonesia, ASEAN and China leaders. Please be seated.
Selamat pagi.
Good morning. His Excellency Premier Li Qiang, His Majesty, Excellencies, ASEAN Leaders.
Selamat datang di Jakarta.
Welcome to Jakarta, Premier Li. China is one of the 4 ASEAN dialogue partners with the status of comprehensive strategic partner. And this year marks 20 years since China's accession to the Treaty of Amity and Cooperation. We need to interpret all of this by realizing concrete cooperation that is mutually beneficial, and this concrete cooperation will only be possible when we have trust towards one another, which is, of course, needs to be built and maintained by all parties. Trust and concrete cooperation can become the positive force for regional stability and peace. That is all for me, and I hereby declare the 26th ASEAN-China Summit open.
Selanjutnya, saya mengundang
To proceed, I would like to invite His Excellency Premier Li Qiang, Prime Minister of China, to convey his opening remarks. Your Excellency, you have the floor.
Your Excellency, President Joko Widodo, colleagues, it is my great pleasure to gather with you in Jakarta. I wish to thank President Joko Widodo and the Indonesian government for the meticulous preparations and thoughtful arrangements made for the meeting. I also welcome Prime Minister Xanana Gusmão of Timor-Leste to the meeting as ASEAN observer, and I look forward to in-depth exchanges with friends both old and new. In 2013, it was also in Indonesia that President Xi Jinping proposed building a closer China-ASEAN community with a shared future. Over the past 10 years, China and ASEAN have forged ahead hand in hand and contributed to each other's successes. Facing great changes unseen in a century, we have embarked on a right path, featuring long-standing good neighborliness and shared progress and prosperity. China has remained the world's second biggest economy, and ASEAN's combined GDP has become the 5th largest in the world. Our joint efforts are fully reflected in the following 4 areas. First, we have been committed to treating each other with sincerity, and our political mutual trust has grown deeper. Sincerity is the key that opens the heart, and trust is the bridge that connects the minds. No matter how the international situation evolves, China and ASEAN have maintained close exchanges and communication, respected each other's development path, and accommodated each other's major concerns. China was the very first country to establish a strategic partnership with ASEAN and took the lead to elevate the relationship to a comprehensive strategic partnership in 2021. And that is a strong testament to the strategic trust between our two sides. Now China has reached important consensus separately with 6 ASEAN countries on building a community with a shared future, and we hope to do so with more countries in the future. Second, we have been committed to mutual assistance, and our good neighborly friendship has become stronger. China and ASEAN countries enjoy geographical proximity and close affinity. We have adhered to the 5 principles of peaceful coexistence and the purpose of the TAC. We seek common ground while setting aside differences, properly handle disagreements through dialogue and consultation, and consistently deepen practical cooperation in the traditional and non-traditional security fields. We have preserved peace and tranquility in East Asia in a world fraught with turbulence and change. In particular, we confronted the COVID-19 challenge by coming to each other's aid in those difficult times, and that is a reflection of our brotherly ties in face of adversity with concrete actions. Third, we are committed to mutual benefit, and our will and cooperation has been more productive. China and ASEAN see each other's development as an important opportunities, and we have kept markets open to each other. Last year, our two-way trade volume reached over $970 billion, and that is more than doubling the volume a decade ago. We have been each other's top trading partners for 3 years running. In 2021, at the special summit to commemorate the 30th anniversary of China-ASEAN dialogue relations, President Xi Jinping pledged that China will buy up to $150 billion worth of agricultural products from ASEAN in the next 5 years. Now, to date, over $55 billion worth of these products have been imported, faster than expected. We have reached a full consensus on regional connectivity, delivered a steady stream of signature outcomes in high-quality Belt and Road cooperation, and made solid progress in building the new international land-sea trade corridor. All this has brought new opportunities for both sides. Fourth, we have been committed to coordination and inclusiveness, and our common development has become more sustainable. Both Chinese and Southeast Asian cultures value harmony between man and nature. Following the philosophy of green, low-carbon, and sustainable development, we have fostered new cooperation highlights in climate action, environmental protection, energy transition, and poverty reduction. The China-ASEAN Year of Sustainable Development Cooperation was held in the past 2 consecutive years. China's Global Development Initiative, the GDI, and the ASEAN Community Vision 2025 echo and reinforce each other, and the GDI has been widely recognized and welcomed by ASEAN countries. The China-ASEAN cooperation has come a long way, and the key reason is that we both have a keen understanding about hardships. We both have a relentless pursuit of peace. We both have a strong aspiration for development, and we both take real actions to preserve regional stability. As long as we keep to the right path, no matter what storm may come, China-ASEAN cooperation will be as firm as ever and press ahead against all odds. And we each will achieve greater development and progress in the course of such cooperation. So those are my opening remarks. Thank you.
Terima kasih.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Premier Li. Now, before we proceed to the closed plenary session, which will be carried out behind closed doors, I respectfully invite members of the press to exit the meeting room. Thank you.